Peru news today. All you need to know about to Peru.
Confirmed, Paolo Guerrero was announced as César Vallejo's new player. César Vallejo announced this afternoon the hiring of Paolo Guerrero for the 2024 season. Paolo Guerrero, after leaving LDU Quito, became one of the most sought-after Peruvian players in the South American market. However, only one could convince him. The César Vallejo University announced this Friday, through a video, the hiring of the Predator for the 2024 season. There are goals in life that are so strong. I do know. Like a goal that classifies us and goodbyes that drive us to give each other joy. There are players that are emblems and goals that are and will be poems. I do know. Paolo, he is a poet, you can read in the clip that César Vallejo published on his X account, formerly Twitter. In this way, Paolo Guerrero will play for the first time in the first division of Peruvian soccer. Paolo Guerrero, his departure from LDU and the rumor of Alianza Lima. Paolo Guerrero had a luxury year 2023. Champion of the Ecuadorian League and the Copa Sudamericana with the LDU Quito shirt, the Peruvian striker was projected to stay one more season in the neighboring country. However, his plans changed. The 40-year-old attacker did not reach an agreement with the Alba leadership and was released. After that, there was talk of several teams, the main candidate being Alianza Lima. But, the club itself ruled out his arrival. Within the structure of the squad that we think about for this year, Paolo Guerrero is not there, said Bruno Marioni, Blue and White sports director. Paolo Guerrero and his arrival at César Vallejo. After being discarded by Alianza Lima, there were some rumors about the possible fate of Paolo Guerrero, one of them from César Vallejo. RPP Deportes was able to learn, at first, that the Poeta team showed interest in having the national forward. Days later, the interest turned into a formal proposal, which was confirmed by Richard Acuna, president of the club. Paolo Guerrero is the priority. The 9 is for the forward who arrives. We have had it free since the beginning of the season. We hope that the 9 is the one that helps us obtain the championship. The objective of the team, the city and everyone, those of us who are part of the institution, are champions, said Acuna. What's more, Roberto Mosquera himself, UCV strategist, indicated, prior to the match with Alianza Lima for the first date of the League One Apertura tournament, that he spoke directly with Paolo Guerrero and that he is waiting for him on the team. The club has contacted 3 forwards, of which I have spoken with 2 and one of them is Paolo Guerrero. We hope that at some point he can get here, and I am absolutely certain that if he comes, he will fit well into the team, Mosquera indicated in Liga 1 Max. In this way, César Vallejo becomes one of the teams with the best squad in League 1 and is a serious candidate to win the local championship. Paolo Guerrero began his career in the Alianza Lima minors. In 2001, he played only one game with the blue and white shirt, in the friendly against Peñarol. Officially, he appeared on the substitute bench twice, one against Melgar in League 1 and another against Cerro Porteño in the Copa Libertadores. In 2002, he joined Bayern Munich. But, he only debuted in the first team 2 years later, on October 23, 2004 against Hamburg. In the first team, he scored 13 goals. 4 years later, Paolo left Bayern Munich to end up in Hamburg. In the German team he played 6 seasons, where he played 183 games and scored 51 goals. He also became champion of the Intertoto Cup. In mid-2012, the national attacker returned to South America to wear the colors of Corinthians, who were champions of the Copa Libertadores. With Timão he won the Club World Cup title, the South American Cup Winners' Cup and the Paulista Championship and the Brasileirão. In the 4 years he was there, he played 126 games and scored 52 goals. In 2015, Paolo Guerrero surprised by announcing his incorporation to Flamengo. He also played on that team for 4 years, becoming champion of the Carioca Championship. After his departure from Fla, he arrives at Internacional de Porto Alegre. In the middle of 2022, the national forward arrived at Avaí. At the beginning of 2023, the national attacker signs for Racing, one of the most important clubs in Argentina. In July of the same year, when there was talk that the Peruvian striker was arriving at Alianza Lima, He signed for LDU Quito. Leave us your comment and subscribe to continue growing, and follow us on our social networks: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.